You know, nothing says it's the Christmas season like trimming the tree, Santa in the mall, Christmas music on the radio, and spending time with family. Here in Chelsea, there's another tradition that lets the community and now the nation know it's Christmas season, and that's the Cloutier House of Christmas Lights. So in just a few minutes, we'll hear from the mastermind of outdoor illumination himself, Ricky Cloutier. And he'll tell us how all this began. Plus, we'll find out how he went from the small stage of outdoor light entertainment in Chelsea to the national exposure and winning the grand prize of $50,000 on the show The Great Christmas Light Fight. So, Merry Christmas, and thanks for tuning in.
We moved to Chelsea. Actually, we purchased this house in 2010. So that would have been our first year decorating this house. And originally it started out with just some incandescents around the roof. I've always been a giant Christmas nut since I've been a kid. And I've always decorated any place we've rented, owned, any of that, to include this place. Now that we moved to Alabama from New Hampshire, I could really get into decorating because I weren't dealing with 3 and 4 feet of snow. So as you guys have seen, my display has kind of, got a little out of control because every year I'm like, ooh, I need to add this, and ooh, I need to add that, and then my son's like, we need pixels, and next thing you know, I've kind of blown it out of the water. Yeah, this is my hobby. This is actually my hobby and really my oldest son Zach's hobby. My other 2 sons, they're into it, but they're not like quite this excessive about it. And my wife, she's very supportive. She, is not out here every day working on it like we are, but she's extremely supportive of it. She loves the light. She loves the people. And so overall, my family all gets into it because we start planning the year ahead. How we're going to attack, what we're going to do as far as display designs and what we're going to get for new props and etc. My favorite piece is actually that ball. We actually made that ball, my sons and I made that ball out of some awnings that were removed from a church. And I don't know, for some reason, it's just so pretty at night when it does, some cool stuff. That was probably my favorite piece. Now, most people say the Megatrees because, how can you not love the Megatrees? You got a 40-foot tall tree with an 8-foot star on it and, some big 20-footers. That's pretty impressive, but I kind of like the ball. Being on the Great Christmas Light Fight had always been a dream of mine because I've been watching since season 1. I have friends that have been on it. I have friends that have won on it. So to be on the show for us was kind of like a dream that I've always just wanted. So we started trying to get on the show 4 seasons ago. We started. And we had to supply them with a whole bunch of videos of our display where they continuously ask for more stuff. And they would want to see more lights in the dead spaces and more of this. So we'd submit more stuff. And then finally we got approved. And that would have been for last season. So how they actually work is we actually record a year ahead, because they need time for editing and stuff. So what you guys actually saw was recorded last November. And then we found out in December whether or not we won against the families. If you guys watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. Well, then at that point, we had to keep it quiet for a whole year. We had to keep my kids from not telling nobody. We had to keep everyone. It was just us. Who knew? So that was hard because I have friends in the Christmas world and they're all bugging me, and so that was a struggle. And so when they finally came out, again, they recorded. It was like 3 nights of recording for what you guys saw on TV. And just getting on the show for us was a win. We were just ecstatic that we made the show. It was an unbelievable experience for my family. The crew at the Great Christmas Light Fight, they are amazing. They really made it special. Now the win was even crazier. Now when they came back to surprise us, just so everyone knows who watches the show, they surprise us. We have no idea if we won or not. That was a complete. They come back in December and they make it set up and they surprise you whether or not you won. So that was kind of cool too, except for the having to keep it quiet for a year. And then, as you see, our display has shrunk a little bit, and that's due to logistics and traffic. And I do apologize, because some people come here and they're like, well, where's this or where's that? And I'm like, well, we did make a video put on our Facebook page and explained it, but it really came down to safety. Last year we had kids, the driveway was full, cars down both sides, kids running between the two, and people winding in my driveway like it's I-65. And in my head, I could just see a kid getting hit, and I'm like, nope, not happening here. So this year we scaled it back so we knew how crazy it was going to be, and we just made it static like this. Currently what we're doing is we're running static. We kind of have three colors. We have the multicolor you see here. We got a white one. Everything's all like looks like incandescent white, and then we have a blue one, which is really cool looking as well. And we're kind of alternating them different nights, and it runs from 5 to 10. You are welcome to come in the driveway, take a picture, or park, along this edge of the road, take a couple pictures, and then just, mosey on so other people can do the same. There is nothing else here. It's that's it for this year. We're hoping next year we can amp it back up, or we're also hunting down locations to possibly have more room to really be able to amp it up for you guys, because I like to do some really cool things, and the problem is I just don't have the room for y'all to watch it at the same time. So that's our biggest flaw at this location. So we're working through that logistically as well.
Okay, so Ricky, one thing that I wanted to let you know is I know that you guys won the grand prize, and that was a pretty big grand prize.
It was. It was, Jeff.
Well, but now I'm going to tell you something. So Chelsea Living has decided we're going to step up, and we're going to give you a little something that I think is going to be just as good.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
so
excited about this.
This is from Chelsea Living, and we want you to have this. What you think? You like that?
Jelly of the Month Club?
But that's the gift that keeps on giving the entire year. Folks, what can I say? He's speechless. And it's the gift that keeps on giving the entire year. Hey, from Chelsea Living.
Isn't that just a big bag over the head?
And Happy New Year. Well, but it's the gift that keeps on giving.